Helps if you turn on the microphone. Good day, everyone, and welcome to Car Stereo Talk, the live Monday show. Let's kick it off with your hosts, Fernando and me, Dean. Hi, welcome, everyone. Thank you for joining us on this lovely day. It's such a great day. It is.
Thank you. Please stop.
Please don't do that. It makes editing a nightmare.
I thought you like it.
No,
Really?
it's terrible. I just go away. Okay. All right. Welcome, everyone. We hope you had a fantastic weekend. How was your weekend?
Phenomenal.
Was it?
Yes.
I'm impressed. I would not have guessed that. Mine was busy. Thank you for asking.
How was your weekend? How was your day off?
Yeah, it was busy. It was really busy.
Mm-hmm.
Christmas decorations all day. Went on a drug run. Had to go pick up some drugs for my dad. Not real drugs.
Oh, really?
I
know somebody though.
I mean, I don't know what kind of drugs they were, but had to be the mule. Go pick up some drugs.
Hey, careful.
Renew this insurance card. All the fun things that you do.
Yeah.
And they go on a donut hunt. Anyways.
That's fried cake.
Yeah, fried cakes. Oh, God. Just saying it just aggravates me. But anyways, we're back. We're here. This is the only show we're going to do this week because I'm leaving on a big old jet plane.
Oh, my God.
Fernando's excited. He gets me out of here. He gets to have... It's his vacation away from me. So... It's not quite the same, but
have a party here. I rented a disco ball.
I've always wanted a disco ball.
I'm gonna put it here.
Like, I think that would be cool. I don't know what we'd use it for, but you gotta have the lights that hit the disco ball.
Oh yeah, we have plenty of lights though.
Yeah. No, but I mean, you gotta have those beams so that it like looks cool. One day we'll get one that spins. No, not right now. All right, so welcome everyone. Let's go through a few of these. Few of these. Dave, what's happening? Hello from Vegas.
What up?
Good morning from Sydney, Australia. Checking in from the Twin Cities. What's up, Ken? Good evening, folks.
What up?
Where you been? Right there.
I never left. I'm still here.
Yes, there won't be.
Maybe.
Maybe. Doubt it. There definitely won't be. There's no doubt.
No, it's right here. He's here.
Hello.
Our good friend Chrysler is here.
What's up? Admiral City checking in.
What up?
Good evening from Georgia. Hello from Chattanooga. Danny checking in from Michigan.
What up, Johnny?
He'll never get old. He's not in Michigan. He's in a place that's cold though, so who cares? What's up from Portland? So, good day. Evening, gents.
Hello.
And then let's move down here. Dean, go anywhere fun on vacation? So the first part of the trip, I have a wedding I have to go to in Phoenix. So that's just a quick over and back. And then the girls have me going on 2 cruises back to back. So no is the answer you're looking for. But it will be fun because Haley has promised me at least one nap. I will be able to take at least one nap on this where they won't bug me. So fingers crossed. But no, it's just another Disney cruise as if we don't get enough. We're practicing. These are practice runs for the big one that we're doing next year because we're going on like a 2-week one next year. So this is just practicing. How much acrylic / 3D printed crap can I make to take on one of these cruises? So there's that. Hello. Hi.
Hello.
How are you? What's that shiny intake under the hood?
Is it
So
big
it is a V8 and it's got what looks like the standard like K&N style filter. But there is no sticker on it. So it is a cold air intake of some kind, for sure. So basically, it probably sounds like the throttle body's about ready to explode off the top of it. When's vacation? So we leave. So for the crazy, it's just going to be a whirlwind. I mean, I'm sure I'm going to come back tired, but we leave Thursday. So Thursday morning, crack of dawn. And we come back Saturday, we repack, and we leave again. And then we come back Friday, and we repack, and we leave again. I don't know. These girls are nuts. It's just this. They're crazy. You vacation with them. Haley's crazy, right?
She has everything planned though.
Like, oh yeah, you're just
list.
Yeah,
check.
Yeah. She is a vacation planner too.
Yeah.
So she's getting her thing.
Yeah.
Because why not, right?
She's good at it. She's good at it.
Yeah. So hey, listen, guys, we do this little thing called the 12-volt Clean Wire Club. Some of you guys are members. Hopefully, all you guys are members. And every weekend, Fernando peruses and finds something that that tickles his fancy, as it were. And this week is that. Yeah. So we'll bang right over to here, and it's brought to you by the fine folks at DNF Tool Drawer. Hey, that's us. If you would like to find some tools to use for your installation, head over to DNF Tool Drawer. Pick yourself up an IRTA2 so you too can troubleshoot your car and figure out what the hell is going on.
Mm-hmm.
It allows you to see audio.
Electrical audio.
Dude, I tell you, the guys at HKI are very happy looking at this.
Yeah. And you know who did that?
No. Who did it?
Danny.
Oh, is it Danny?
Yeah.
Oh, very nice.
Mr. DTS.
Yeah. Oh, I can see it in the shrink wrap now. Yeah. So So way to go, Danny. Way to go with that. If you want to be up there, well then, hey, post. Do something fantastic.
Yeah.
And then post it.
Yeah.
I'm sure we'll see some of Bobby's stuff up there soon since he's going ham on his.
Yeah.
So that'll be pretty cool. All right. Kill the little thing there across the bottom. And that's going to take us into what I like to call our first sponsorship. And it's going to be audio control. Oh, whoa. What happened?
Somebody turned the lights off. Sorry, guys.
Pay the power bill, yeah. So,
yeah, we
teased about this on Saturday, and I was going to show it, but we had that awesome Epic 4000 that I just wanted to just be like, we got Epic 4000. But this guy, that's right, as if you're just going to put Pro on everything, then they are. And so this is the new Epicenter Pro. Now, you're going, what is the difference between Epicenter Pro and the previous Epicenter? Should I sell mine? No. But if you don't have one and you don't need high-level to low-level features like the Micro Pro has, or the Micro, then you have the new Epicenter Pro. And what this is designed to do is it has the same input and output line drivers, output line drivers, same input section / output section as the new Micro. So you have that's why you have the extra knobs here. And then it also has all of the internals that were like you had to pull the top off are now switches. So you had to pull the top off and do jumpers and stuff like that. So now you have your balanced, unbalanced, your ground isolation, your PFM filter is now just on or off. You don't have to put a chip in it or do anything like that. And then maximum voltage output, 5, 7, or 10 volts. And of course, it has an output line driver. So, yeah. The other thing that it comes with over the previous generation is it now has the ACR4, which is what has been coming with the Micro this whole time. So it's the dual stage knob. So you have, that was close. So you have effect and volume control built into the knob. If you're thinking about, hey, I'm going to add an Epicenter, get yourself the Pro. You can find that. Where, Fernando? Where can you find this?
Audiocontrol.com.
That's right. Good call.
Please.
Check it out. Anyways, we'll have a full video on that one when I get back from vacation. Hola, Angel.
Hello.
Hanging out there all by myself on Facebook. I know. All so lonely. He's so lonely. Yeah. That's as far as I'm going with that.
I don't think you're by yourself, though.
I think he's by himself. Hey, from Cali, what's happening?
Back to Cali?
How far can you put tweeters, mids, and subwoofers from each other? I mean, you technically put them as far as you want. I mean, yeah, go crazy. I mean, if okay, so I'm sure there's some math that somebody has that makes this make sense. But I think it comes down to just sheer volume, right? If for example, if you have a basic car where you're doing a basic install, let's say like this Mustang, where you have a tweeter on the A pillar, you have a mid-range high on the door, and you have a mid-bass in the lower door. I feel that combination makes the most sense.
Sure.
If you were to put the tweeter up high on the A pillar, I feel it would probably sound weird. However, if you look at something like a Bobby Gately build, where you have 4 tweeters and 4 mid-range on the A pillar, and then like 8 mid-bass in the bottom of the door, probably sounds just fine because you've compensated for the awkward positioning with volume. I wouldn't like when we're sitting in a normal application like this, and let's say like where the tweeters are forward towards you, it really does cramp the soundstage a little bit. So I feel pushing them up into the dash brings way more spaciousness to the system. But like all things, you can only move things so far forward. So if you want a more spacious sound, then moving them forward will give you that. If you're looking for like, on axis type things, we know, like I know when we've gone to the competition and we've sat in people's cars, like the FJ that we both loved and thought, he had those giant 7-inch up on the A pillars.
Yeah.
And you had to sit in the back seat.
Yeah.
In order for it to, because they're so big. And everyone was like, yeah, that's just, it's the spaciousness. I thought it sounded amazing, but these people hear stuff I don't. So I think you just keep them in relative terms. Like, don't like, and if you're going to have to move something farther away, I think you're going to have to compensate that with volume. I mean, that seems to be what works. That's a good question, though. What's up, Austin?
What up? All right.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Let me do this because we need to rotate that out. I love how clean your installs are. If I did not live in northwest corner of the country, I would definitely come to you guys for my install. Well, thank you. That's I would hope so. We just got about $6,800 worth of tools for the shop last week. That is fantastic, Spencer.
It happens.
What did you get? Did you get cool stuff? What was the one thing you got that you're like, ooh, I can't
amazing
wait?
Yeah.
Hi, DNF. What is the sonic difference between Moscone 1 versus Pro, other than power? Thanks. So one of the things that the Pro, like the Pro really pushes is its minimalistic approach to the amplifier, in that they are trying to put the least amount of crap between the input and output. This is how they pitch it, is that they're going for the cleanest reproduction of the sound. That's why they kind of space it out a little bit. They give it some breathing room, makes it a little bigger. So it probably has less parts inside of it than the one, but all of that just adds to this unique sound that it has, which is kind of hard to describe, right? Because they're both AB class amplifiers and they're both really high-end AB class amplifiers. So how do you make one better than the other? But they managed to do that through this minimalistic approach, and having the bigger footprint, they can space it out. And of course, like anything else, it really comes down to part choice. The parts that they use in the Pro are way more expensive than the parts that they use in the One. If you're saying, should I buy the Pro over the One for double the money? If you have the money, then yes. If you don't have the money, then don't sweat it. Just get the One. It's a fantastic product. It just really comes down to, do you or anyone in the chat know of a shop in Orlando area that could cut something on a CNC that I've designed? Yeah, so Techno Express. Call Eduardo at Techno Express. They have CNCs for days. and maybe they can help you out there. So they have laser and regular spindle CNCs. So when does the Epicenter Pro Max come out? I don't know. I'm thinking first quarter. So I know this is a pre-production piece, or this is the final production piece. But I believe it's going to start shipping either right around Christmas or somewhere slightly before then. I think. Mm-hmm. So just getting you guys in the know. So does the Epicenter Pro now use the dual bass knob? Yes, that is the ACR4, and it does use the new ACR4. All Epicenters moving forward will be using the ACR4. So that's fantastic. Fernando.
Yeah.
Get you a Gately box for your new lab.
No, Dean is going to build me one.
I'll call Gately. I'll call Bobby.
Dean is going to make one.
I'll call Bobby.
I know.
Yeah. Who wouldn't like that?
Are you kidding, right? Oh, yeah, of course. That'd be a plexi.
No, you know, even the cool. What really cool is if like the 410s that I'm gonna do is if we raised it up the floor up like an inch or two,
and then you put
so that he could no acrylic, just the wood. Okay. You know, he sinks the subwoofers in about yay far, and then he does that sculpting thing. Yeah. And then we flush out around it, so when you lift it up, it's just that wood sculpting with the subs.
Waves.
Oh, yeah.
Just
dude, like waves. It looks kind of like a flower. Yeah. You know. Yeah. Oh, that would look cool as hell. Yeah.
Maybe he can just a trim though, just a big trim. He just put it on top of it.
Well, the trim would be easy. We could do the trim. I'm not worried about the trim. The box would be the best part. It would be trimmed in. No, we'd flush it. I'm just saying we'd have to raise up the floor a little bit because he needs to use like 3 pieces of that plywood so he can sculpt it out. Mm-hmm. But just like a sculpted top like that would be so cool. Okay, so there you go. If there's an Epicenter Max now, what's that at? Go back and watch the beginning of the show where we talk about that. Hi, DNF. What is the sonic difference? Okay, you literally you gave me that one. Come on, man. Come on.
There you go. That is it.
Have an audio control D6 1200 and past volume 18. It starts to sound like the EQ is changing and the mids are coming through. Thoughts? I think you might have the gain up too high. It does not have dynamic EQ. That is not a normal thing at all. You might have the input gain up too high, and you're actually just hearing the amplifier start to clip. But as long as it's up to date and everything is fine, there should be that. It should not do that ever because it's not designed to do that. So that would be bad. So there's a micro and there's a micro pro. So there's a micro pro, a competition, and an Epicenter Pro. So pro versions of everything. Which budget DSP you choose between the Dayton Audio or the NVX to connect to a 4-channel amp running 4 tweeters and 4 mids? The NVX. Definitely the NVX. I mean, keep in mind, like you can get into a fantastic DSP, like a high-end DSP, 6 to 8 for $550. I mean, you're gonna spend $250 on one of the crappy ones. Another month and a half, you could have an amazing one.
Then you're gonna be limited.
You know. Gately box for the new Solo X, please. Oh, that would be cool.
Oh, that would be
that would be fantastic. Yeah. That would be heavy. Any shot the Elate Carbon MW9 will fit in the 2025 terrain. People online say it fits into the Sierra, and other people are saying the Sierra and the terrain 6x9 speaker locations are the same. LOL. Keep in mind when you're going with a bigger speaker like that, if the grill is small in front of it, you're really not accomplishing anything. So that's like we all learned this from the Jeep Wranglers that have a 4-inch speaker and they have a 4-inch hole. And you put a 6-inch speaker behind it, especially if it's coaxial. All you hear is the tweeter because you're not getting enough air through the grill. So could it fit? Possibly. what are you willing to do to get it to fit in there? I mean, you'd almost have to cut the door open and put a bigger grill in it so that you actually hear the sound from it, because it doesn't do you any good to put something over the speaker like this and it only has this little tiny hole. What would it doesn't work. So it may fit, and if the grill is big enough, great. But if the grill is only for a 6.5, there's no reason to put a 9-inch behind it. And if you have to cut the door panel to get it in there, then yeah, go for it. It's not going to matter. I don't like the ACR4. I don't like infinite spin. Understood. I get it. Yep, totally. No, I like a stop-start point too.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, it does.
Me too.
I didn't think it was infinite spin. Is it infinite spin? I know the ACR3 is. That thing's annoying as hell.
It is?
Yeah. Is it the 3 or the 1? No, the ACR4 has a stop and stop. Yeah, it has a stop point.
Oh, you broke it.
Yeah. No, it has a stop. The ACR4 has a start and stop point.
The ones that have infinite is the
That's the 3 or the 1.
The 3 or the 1, yeah.
Yeah. No, the ACR4 has a stop. Ours does anyways. Ours has a stop and a start.
You broke yours though.
Where's the? Hold on. Where'd you put the box?
The box? You just
no. With this box. That is the sleeve. Where is the box?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Stops.
Stop and start. Yeah. No, it has a. So there's one way, and there's the other way. Yeah. No, it stops. Stop start.
He's faking it.
I'm totally not faking it. Anyways, no, it's ACR4 is not infinite spin. So. I'm a huge fan of the ACR4. For sure, man. For sure.
That's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
What are your thoughts?
Thank you. On the SCAR 15 versus the SCAR 18 for deeper bass ported box. Let's just talk in general between a 15 and 18. Okay, so big fan of 18. Like, get the biggest speaker you can. Why would you not? It doesn't make any sense. However, it's the versatility of the two that I think really kind of narrows the playing field. If you go with an 18, it's going to play deeper, but it's a sliding scale. Meaning, if all you're listening to is low bass, it's fantastic. If you're not, you're going to lose some of that musical bass because they're just designed to play really low. So at that point, you need like possibly a 10-inch in the glove box or somewhere up in the floorboard to pick up that higher bass that is going to be missing because you went with an 18. Whereas a 15, it's noticeable, but it's not as noticeable because you can get a 15 to play up a little higher. So if you're going to do the 18, which is totally cool, maybe think about adding like a front sub or something to it, just to or a center console or something like that, just to pick up that bass that you're going to be losing because it's going to play so low. It's going to be so low. Okay, go next. Just wondering, is it true that the bigger gauge on car amplifier power wires is better? No. I mean, an amplifier should be designed with when you design an amplifier, it should be designed with the proper size wiring requirements, meaning the inputs should be the right size, right? Now, when you look at what some manufacturers have done now in order to save money, which makes total sense, is that they'll come out with a size platform. So, like, for example, when you look at like audio control, okay, like if you look at the LC and D amplifiers, the 1500.1 and the 1300 were the exact same size. The 800 mono and the 8-channel 4-channel, those were the exact same size. Kicker, they do that a lot too, where it's like the 400, the 800 are the same size, the 1200, the 16 or 1800 are the same size. Now, when they do that, it's very similar circuit board. And so if they're using, like, for example, on the audio control, the D5 1300 came with a 0 gauge input because that's what that amplifier was designed for, meaning they built it for whatever the biggest thing that was going to go in it. So they would put these zero gauge inputs on the amplifier that you didn't need zero gauge to power the amplifier. It was a 4-gauge amplifier. But because the platform was cut for a zero gauge, they went ahead and put zero gauge on it. That doesn't make it a better amplifier. That's just what it is. So, I mean, you have to, as long as you're running the right power wire to an amplifier, I really don't think that's a good or bad thing. It's bad when you run the wrong size. That's about it. So, okay.
Yeah. All right. So...
Oh, you always got to use the aluminum wire. That's the best stuff ever.
Oh, that's what you have to use.
CCA.
See?
Yeah. 6903s on a key, but not enough volume for me. Would switching to the KS or the Alpines be louder as they both have higher sensitivity? Kenwood 84, Alpine 90, and the KS 92. Yeah, I mean, I guess, but you're gonna be trading sound quality for volume.
Yeah.
It might make more sense just to buy a 4-channel amplifier and use the key as a line driver, and just amplify that. So like pick up a 4-channel amplifier, kicker, and just use that to drive into the bigger amplifier. I mean, that might make more sense. Just use it totally as a DSP line driver. Like you can do that. It won't have a problem with it. So there's that. I'm gonna switch this real quick. Christmas is coming early for us in the form of some Gladen speakers. That's right. We've been talking about them now for a while, and we're finally gonna get our hands on these bad boys right here. We have the new Zeta 200 mid bass coming. This sexy beast right here. Oh, I can't wait to start playing with this. So we have a set of these coming along with a Sigma set of middlers to make the ultimate two-way set. If you would like to check out some very amazing made in German speakers, head over to moscone-america.com and check out what they have. They're not just pretty amplifiers, boys and girls. They're amazing speakers as well. Sup, y'all? Filthy animals. You filthy animal.
Keep the change. I like that one.
Oh yeah, are you flashing back? Is it? I mean, it's the time of the year to watch it.
It is.
It is
for sure.
It is totally. Hold on. I'm just gonna start this because apparently we need to go back to that. Dean, I'm hoping to have my amp rack done by Christmas. I can't wait, Bobby. Yeah. I'm hoping you have it done too. I can't wait to see it. What is the difference between the Epicenter Pro and the Micro Pro? The high level to low level adapter that's built into the Micro Pro, the Epicenter Pro does not have that. So the load resistors and the high level to low level, it doesn't have that. It assumes you're going to have RCAs. So there's more stuff that they squeezed into the smaller Micro. It's kind of funny.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the difference between the two.
Uncheck it from the start.
I'm unchecking. It's unchecked.
All right.
First thing I built with the new tool was a 6.5-inch ported enclosure for my 2024 Sprinter van. Oh, very nice. Very nice.
So that was a CNC?
I'm just trying to figure out if that's what he drives for, he drives a Sprinter van 24/7. Maybe he's a service guy. Probably service guy. I mean, that's the reason why you either live in it or you drive it for service.
Do you live in it?
It's probably service because it's for the shop. So he probably went out on a call. I don't know if you remember the fun Jeep build with the sound where I had to replace the head unit, but I'm building a custom stealth enclosure for the trunk area. Oh,
very cool.
Fantastic. I like it when people get excited and like to do stuff with their hands and build stuff.
The Sprinter was a customer.
Oh, okay. Okay,
So
now
that's
it's
cool.
customers.
You
Oh,
you
very
you be
nice.
able to. So what was it? A CNC, a laser?
Or just a new table saw, possibly some routers.
I like the routers.
I don't like the routers. It's too
It's
much
very
work.
dangerous.
Hold on. Kind of prefer the micro just because of the smaller size. And I understand that, Jody, and I agree with you too.
Small people matter.
Oh, you know what I want?
What?
So I talked to the box guys out of California,
Yeah.
PC, whatever. I always
Yeah.
forget. And I go,
PCL.
is it PCL? Either way, I said what I want them to build me is a miniature box.
Okay.
They're like, what? I said, I want your pretty box that you
Mhm.
build, but I want it quarter size. And they're like, I go, listen, I want to talk about your box. I like your box, but I
So
don't
I want to
want to.
have it here like this.
Yes, yes. I said I don't want a full size version because for one, it's really heavy, and two, it takes up a lot of space.
Yeah.
I'm like, I want a small version of it that a third, make it a little bit that I can just be like, here it is.
2 feet.
And they were like, because they built a small box, like a counter box to
Yeah.
and he's like, I go, no. I want
That would be
I want it
fantastic,
to
though.
scale,
That would look
but micro.
really cool.
I'm like, because that way it looks like this is what you're gonna get. Just add water. And he was like, oh.
That I'm gonna get enough space with that box. That's
No,
what they're gonna say.
No, you're not gonna get enough space. I go, that'll be fun.
That would be
When are the new punch speakers hitting retail? Website still is not updated. So the P1s will be first, and they're probably gonna be here sometime early December, I think is what they're shooting for. The P2s and 3s are going to be February.
Yeah, first quarter.
So,
yeah,
it's basically where they're at. So, yeah.
I would say first quarter for everything. Just
because, I would say first quarter for
Yeah.
everything too, but I know they'll be like, hey,
No,
they're
right.
going to be here. Yeah, exactly. So,
click if you want to click.
I'm going to click. Okay. Looking for the best signal to tap into to add a sub to my 2022 Explorer with the BO system. If I use the wires going to the factory sub, is the signal already crossed over, impacting an overall sound? All right, so you don't want to use the factory sub in a BO system because the factory subwoofer in that system kind of sucks. It's really not a good source. What you want to use is the driver's front door speaker. So those are the subwoofers in the car. The thing in the back is really just to shake the car a little bit and make it sound more impactful. If you amplify that, then you're going to really get a lackluster subwoofer sound. So the front doors are crossed over. Yes, the whole system is crossed over. So I would recommend some form of, let's say, possibly the kicker key lock to go in there and fix it and get you as much bass out of it as possible. But definitely tap into one of the driver's doors. The other thing you may run into is some fake engine noise, roomity room, crappity crap stuff. If so, the easiest way to deal with that is to pick up your 4Scan tool from the interwebs and download their software, pay them their $20 or whatever it is, and turn that shit off. So, or you could go back to the dealer, pay $150, and they'll probably just give you a hard time. So there's that.
Yeah.
So, good evening. Are you guys doing anything with Helix these days? I mean, we have them. We haven't done anything with them in a while, I don't think. Have we?
No.
Yeah. No. Not recently, anyways. Can you touch on wideband drivers? Do they replace separate mids and tweeters? Okay, so we talk about worst case scenario a lot, meaning and how everything in car audio is a compromise. A wideband is the antithesis of that scenario, meaning what do I do, right? They came out with the wideband because there was plenty of manufacturers that started putting 2.5-inch speakers in their dash, and there was really no place without doing some heavy modification to put a tweeter. So the thought was, is we make this 2.5, 2.75-inch speaker that can play really well up to about 10,000 before it starts to just take a nosedive. And in some situations, that's pretty good for your average person. Now, if you EQ it with the DSP or something like that, then you can bring back some of that lost magic after 10,000 and try to force the issue, so to speak. Does it replace a tweeter? No, I don't think so. Are they adequate? Is it one of those teal small parameters that will tell you what's the good driver? No. Actually, when it comes to middlers, the only way to tell if it's a good driver is to hear it, and that's it. Like we've been through a whole bunch of these. They're kind of the bane of my existence. I'm not a fan. I haven't heard one that's been like, oh my god, it's amazing. Like it sounds like there's a no, it does not. If you like tweeter, there's no replacement that will make you happy unless you put a tweeter in there. And that's kind of what makes me happy about the new tweeters from like Punch and the new audio control tweeters is that they're the size of a nickel.
Nickel?
Nickel.
Really?
It's the size of a nickel. Maybe a quarter. Either way, you could put these things, they're going to be easy to put in places where tweeters couldn't go before.
I think a quarter makes more sense.
Yeah. I don't know. These things are pretty small.
Yeah.
I think, long live the middler, but I think the middler is going to die because we're going to have better solutions. And even in the punchline, they're coming out with a 2.5 or 2 3/4 inch coaxial.
Yeah, that is.
That already has a tweeter built into it.
Yeah.
I'm
they
so
smart though.
Yeah, exactly.
They thought about it.
The 3, the 2 3/4, 3.5, and 4.
Yep.
All are all locking, so we can build anything we want. So yeah, I'm excited to actually get to hear some of this stuff.
So crazy, guys. So crazy.
Yo, what's up, Marty Dean? Did you get a chance to see him at SEMA?
No.
Like he was there he was in and out pretty quick. He was there with his girlfriend. So,
he didn't even stop and say,
I think,
"Hey guys,
it was when you were demoing the car.
No,
we literally stood right in front of you.
Bro.
I think he was shooting you a moon. Like he just like pulled out a cheek and was like, "Take that, Fernando."
You know who say hi? Justin.
Marks?
Yeah,
I didn't get to
he's
see,
really.
I didn't get to see Justin.
He just passed in and just sent me a kiss, and I'm like, "Hey, baby, that's it."
Sounds about right. Yeah. 2018 Sequoia. Want to take out the third row for a huge box? Can the seat be taken out easily? Well, it's funny. It's funny when people ask questions like that. Like, can I take the seat out easily?
Mm-hmm.
And you're like, I mean, technically, yeah. You just unscrew a bunch of stuff and the seat comes out. Is that easy?
Easy?
No, usually not. Usually sucks. But if you have patience and a good set of tools, it'll come out.
Oh, he doesn't have patience.
But that's just one of those things. Like, I mean, I hate pulling them out personally because they're heavy and cumbersome and just awkward as hell. But to put a huge box in there, it makes a lot of sense. So It'll be worth it. Just,
especially when you have a big subwoofer. Yeah.
Yeah. So he was asking about going infinite baffle, the 1815 verse question. Mm-hmm. There again, if you want to do infinite baffle, fantastic. If you look at most people that do infinite baffle, they do have a front sub to pick up because those infinite baffles, they're again designed to play ultra low frequencies, and that's what they do. Like guys will have 215s in their car, and they're just back there going, badassatron.
Yeah, basically.
And then there's the front sub that's picking up all the other, doing all the other.
I mean, you can put 2 18s in the front of the car.
15s.
2 15s.
Yeah. But those are in sealed enclosures, and those actually sound good. He wanted to put we were talking the other night when we were doing the podcast. He's like, I wanted to put a 24-inch in there, but I just ran out of room. And I was like, okay.
I can imagine.
Yeah, that would be crazy. So, anyways. It's Dean's Coke now. I don't have any. What are we talking about?
Coke nail.
I don't have a Coke nail.
No.
Oh, I have a smashed Scar Audio nail. That's about it.
That's what it is.
Router. Yeah, router one. Oh, yeah, this one. Yeah, that's router beat me. Round over bit. Took me out. That was
fatality.
That was like what, 15 years ago? Oof. I don't know. Whenever Canon released the D30. That's so if you can look up when Canon released the D30, the Canon D30, because I bought one the day before I ripped my finger off. And for those of you keeping track at home, this is the button you use to take a picture. So I had to learn to use this, and I would take pictures with my finger sticking up like that. And yeah, it's really weird. Even still this day, I still find myself doing that. Like taking it's
I
so
mean,
bizarre.
it's so weird because
Yeah.
you're like
You just get used to it.
Hmm.
This next segment is brought to you by arcaudio.com. This little cute, sexy beast right here. This is the PS68. We talk about it all the time. This is the cost-effective Pro DSP. And we keep throwing around the word Pro. We're going to have to come out with a better word for Pro because
advanced
DSP. If you want all the features of an advanced DSP, this guy right here comes at an incredible price and has all the great features. This has the exact same features that come in all of their DSPs. They give you a smaller box, a great price point, but all of the features that you've come to want and love with the DNA software. And where can you find out more about this, Fernando?
in arcaudio.com.
Boom. Okay, moving on.
All right.
Someone needs to bring back SQ in Canada. It's been dead for a few years. You know, it's funny, Jeffrey.
Because it's cold, though.
Yeah, well, do it in the summertime. It's beautiful then. So when I was there last time, Justin, our boy Justin, tall Justin with glasses.
Yeah.
From the firm.
What?
What's up?
Yeah.
We did a class on making a demo car.
Yeah.
And part of it was talking about, like, knowing your customer. What is your business? Are you going to be doing SQ or are you going to be doing SPL and building accordingly? But
For sure.
And everyone in the room was just like, "Oh my god, that's like no one has a demo car." Which trust me, I'm not knocking anybody because I mean we have Fernando's car up until now and that was it. And honestly, I don't think everyone ever listened to it. So yeah, it's kind of tough. But no, yes, and there again, bass heads. There's a lot of bass heads up there because was it sound effects? What's his name? Why I can't remember his name. Yeah, he's judge. So they do all the SPL stuff. Why is his name?
Oh my god! And I have it right there.
You have his dick on the wall.
Yeah,
yes.
I do.
Yeah. Anyways, so yeah. So I mean,
oh my god! I totally forgot his name.
Boom. Okay.
That sucks though.
All right, next one. Howdy, everyone. Would you expect better sound quality from, say, the Kenwood or the Sony 4-channel versus a DS18 or Scar? Yes, I would. I would totally expect that because the Japanese have a way of building an amplifier that is, they're fantastic. They really are. And the Kenwood specifically, I really like the Kenwoods. The ES are nice, the GS are nice. Like all of those amplifiers, both of those manufacturers, they make great amplifiers, and they usually have the money and the power to do a better job at it than, let's say, a DS18 or a Scar. It's not knocking either one of those. They are going for a price point. The Japanese aren't necessarily doing that. I mean, price is always at the end of the day. But yeah, there's some things there that the other guys aren't paying attention to. Like different, it's a totally different thought process. Now, if you're looking for loud or louder, I'm pretty sure the DS18 and the Scars would be louder, but there's a trade-off, right? So, if you ever put a Sony or a Kenwood in your car, you never have to worry about any noise at all ever because they will never make noise. They're going to be some of the just like noise-free amplifiers, very, very vanilla, very like, yes, okay, cool. It just works. So there's no riding the bitter edge of like, yeah, give me more, woo. It's not that. It's not that. Those other guys are for the party. These guys are not. At a judged SQ event, what is the etiquette for asking for a demo? Do you wait until after the car has been judged before asking? Went to an event yesterday and it was all a bit intimidating. So you're right. And in some case, like when I went to Emma, I was like, has your car been judged yet? And they're like, no. I said, is your car good? And he's like, yeah. I said, are you sure you want to give me a demo? Because I don't want to be the guy responsible for breaking your stuff. And if and some guys are like, oh, I appreciate that. They come see me on the last day and I'll give you a demo. And I did that. And other guys were like, bro, my car's a tank, man. Hop in. I want you to, boom. And they'd rail on it and it would be fine. When we go to events now, most of the guys will come up and be like, hey, have you heard my car? Or, hey, have you heard this guy's car? And I'll go over there and I'll be like, hey, someone told me I needed to hear your car. Do you have time to play it for me now? And and then I always preface that with saying, if you're waiting to be judged and you don't want to screw anything up, I can come back after you've been judged. And that's always what I always say. That it's like I don't want to be the guy that breaks some stuff in your car. And then I always let them do the demo. I never touch anything in the car. Just get in and do this. And don't touch anything. Don't bring bags in the car. Check my back pockets before I get in. And I just sit there and listen and let them let it go. But yeah, I just ask. Because most of the guys want you to hear their stuff. Like, they really do. They want you to.
Ray.
Yes, thank you.
Oh my, I had to look at it because it was killing me.
This is not my Mustang. My Mustang right now sounds like crap. But thank you, Jeff.
Yeah. All right, click in that one.
This one?
Yep.
Oh, okay. I wanted to do Melissa's.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, I'm gonna do Melissa's first. It says, what happens if you remote start it, but instead of doing takeover when you get it shut down and restart and the key or key fob? These are questions I don't have to care about. That's all the reason why I don't put it up, because we don't do remote starts. So that's fantastic. Dean and Fernando, thank you, Brad. What in your all's opinion is the sound signature difference between AudioFrog GB series mids and highs versus Morel Carbon mids and highs? Brightness or tonality, difference or not? I really don't think there's that much difference. You know what I mean? I really don't think those are two speakers like that you'd be going, oh yeah. I mean, they sound different. Like, all speakers sound different. Each speaker has a sound signature. Mm-hmm. But I think the characteristics of what makes Morel appealing to me is also what makes AudioFrog appealing to me. Yeah. So I think those are very similar, in a very similar circle, as it were. They're both very smooth, both very lifelike. They have a very pleasing sound to them. Not that anybody doesn't have. It's just, to me, it's a very smooth, subdued sound. So
I was about to say the GB mid bass, it has like a lot.
Yeah, but I mean, so does the LA.
Heard the yeah,
and those will pound as well. It's just a matter of which one do you like? Who do you want to give money to?
Yeah, they both fantastic, but. Thank you for the 10. You just give us $10, so thank you.
Melissa's response was response to the issue with my D4. Scroll up. Yeah, we were getting to that. Okay. That was next. I know. I just looked at it like that. Gents, I have a Mazda CX-50 non-Bose, looking for a sub suggestion without losing trunk space. JL Audio Bass Pro Hub. Yeah, or the like Haley's running the Serwin Vega. 11-inch spare tire sub.
There's the
is it Diamond?
Diamond.
Sorry, Diamond. Same company. She's running that. It's fantastic. Like, she absolutely loves that. She's had a ton of stuff in there. This has been in there the longest. She's very happy with this. So, that might be a good option for you. Now, the other option is, if you want to go the other way, follow this train of thought. Kicker has the L7T dual 12 downfiring box. And it's bigger, but it takes up a lot of room. Physically, this left and right, but not height-wise. So really, it only lifts your floor up, I don't know, 8 or 9 inches. And so you get a ton of bass, and you can set stuff on top of it. Just something to think about. What is your favorite car to work on, and is your least favorite car to work on? I love working on F-150s. I know that seems weird, but I really enjoy working on F-150s. I even like working on Jeep Wranglers, just because we do so many of them, and it's just like, it's always fun. We have fun with it. The SC430 is definitely one of the least fun cars to work on, even though we do a bunch of them. It's just because it's time consuming, and everything is so so much of a pain. But the cars I hate the most are typically the European cars. European cars just tend to suck.
I like the F-150s. They're pretty easy. I don't like the cars that want to get a backup camera. All of them. Stop getting backup cameras, people. Nobody want to see.
Learn to turn around, man. What the heck?
Yes.
Yeah. All right. So what?
Go for it if you want to see something.
Ken says, Dean, why are ARC speakers in your car instead of your favorite Morels? That is a fantastic question.
Yes, Dean, tell us.
No. The easiest answer for that is that, ARC offered to put the stuff in my car, and it's not like it has to stay there.
Mm-hmm.
We wanted to hear the AS. We had some time. They have the new line of speakers, and we wanted to see what they sound like. So there we go. We know what the Morels sound like. Really what it comes down to is we know what the Morels sound like, and I do love them. And at some point, I will, I'm going to, in some points in my head, that doesn't mean it's going to be real. I will have Morels in there. But right now, I have that stuff. Mm-hmm. The truth is I'll probably never change it because it took this long to get it in there. But we wanted to hear what the AS sounds like, just like he has Morels in his car right now. Yeah. And those will be coming out for something else to go into it soon. So maybe an 8-inch in the door. You never know. Maybe and a middler up in the top.
Mm-hmm. 8-inch.
Maybe some punch.
Maybe. A 3-way. Yeah.
So
maybe a 10-inch on the door.
Profess your love for the SC430. Easy answer, free equipment. No, trust me, I got closets full of Morel speakers. I have 2 different sets of Elates. I have the old Elates, I have the new Elates. I got plenty of stuff to put in there.
You need the Ultimos now, though.
Oh, yeah, that will, yes, for sure. Dude, I'll be late for my trip. We got to put some Ultimos in the car. Like, if you put them in today, you can have them.
Yeah, exactly.
Done! Rip those doors off! Those are coming in. That's not even a question. Yeah, be like, sorry, guys. Call up Vera and be like, hey, man, you can have these. DNF, my Kenwood 996X car needs repair. What is the best method to contact about getting it repaired? Touchscreen spazzes out 8% of the time and only for a few minutes. Then it's okay. I think you just get a hold of Kenwood and they will give you, just go to their website. They have a 1-800 number, and they will give you the phone number to the closest repair center in your area to send it off to. I don't remember off the top of my head who it is. You could also call Paul here at the shop because he has sent radios off to get them repaired, and he might know who you need to talk to. So I would, if you decide to send it off and get it repaired, I would ask, have them, what is the basic charge if they can give you that. Because it is an older radio, so you might be able to I don't know, might want to put that money into a new one. Just saying. Mm-hmm. That's usually how I look at it. Okay, go ahead. Why are audio control altitude series amplifiers considered high end, but the altitude series seem to be entry level? I didn't know they were considered high end because the D and the LC are technically the higher end amplifiers. If you're comparing it to the Epic, then yes, the Altitude is definitely a higher end speaker or higher end product than the Epic. But I was always under they were always mid-fi to me. I didn't think they were anything but that. So, I mean, you could call anything you want high end. I mean, I have a high end sports car. I have a Mustang. Just saying. Okay, go ahead. But I think that's it. I don't really follow them that way. Where would you put stereo integrity mids and highs on the list of quality SQ speakers? I think pretty high because a lot of the guys love those things. There's plenty of stereo integrity stuff around the circuit. I don't know if that's because it's them raging against the machine. Meaning, I'm not going to put this, Focal in my car, this Gladen in my car, or Morel or whatever. I'm not going to put these in my car. I'm going to, I'm going against the grain here. I'm going to put my stereo integrity in. I don't know if there's some of that. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's a good sounding speaker. There's no doubt about it. But I don't know which one it is. I don't know if they're using it because they don't want to use something else and they're just fight the power, or if they generally love the stuff. Could also be the price.
No, so. It's not just you. Yeah, the whole entire video went to crazy though.
Oh, did it? Yeah, did it take a dump? Hey, welcome to Bright House. Hey, this last segment is brought to you by the fine folks at Focal.com. FocalAmerica.com, that is. They have a full line of speakers, starting from the bottom, and now we're at the top, and we are here. Like we just talked about, the middle is where it's at, and Focal Flax, that's the middle. It's a high middle. Either way, check them out at focal-camera.com and see what speakers they have for you.
Yeah, I think they are more than the metal.
I know they are. They're, I was just,
Yeah.
I mean, technically they're 4 down from the top because you have Flax, K2, K2M, and then Utopias. So they're like 4 down. And below that, there's Slate Fiber, Access, Integration, Plug and Play, and Auditor.
So, yeah, they're a little bit up.
Are they?
5, 4. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, there you go. I'm just impressed I knew all the names. Let's be honest.
That's crazy. Hey.
I'm
Good
tired.
Job,
that
you just paid the bill.
For the sort of budget, the down for sound, def over the Teraamps, but I would use either. Oh, he would. No, he would totally use the down for sound stuff.
Yeah, he's using it in his car right now.
Yeah, I think he is. I mean, I would get the DS18 stuff over both of those. So
DS18.
Yeah, I would do DS18.
I have mine right there, sitting on top of your toolbox, though.
DS18?
No, my DSP that you gotta go.
Oh yeah. But no, I would do DS18 over down for sound or Teraamps. Get the Steve Mead ones with the lights. Ooh, those are so cool. I love those amps.
Really?
Yeah, I do. They're so cool.
You're lying.
I'm not lying. I am 100%. Every time I see those guys, they're like, send me an email. And I'm like, I always forget to do it because I want one to put right there. Big Steve Mead amp just flashing its lights. On the JBL DSP, do I need to match wire size of the speaker harness to the DSP? It looks funny when connecting bigger wire to the smaller ones. No, you can do whatever you like there. You're right. It does look kind of funny. But no, you just solder the two or butt connect them together, whatever your choice of connection is, and you'll be fine. That's it. No big deal. I emailed Kenwood, but I haven't heard back. I'll give Paul a call. There you go, Mike. Fantastic.
Yeah.
Which type of cable do I need to use? The UMIK1 with an iPad mini with lightning. I think I bought wrong one because it didn't power the mic. Let's
Which type of cable do I need?
Hold on, that is a UMIK-1.
That's Andy's, no?
No, that's a DSP mini. What is it? Doesn't it have a USB-C on it?
With an iPad mini. No, it has a lightning.
Does it have a lightning?
But that's what he says in the question.
No, it doesn't have a lightning. It's a USB-A to USB-C. So it's the same one we have.
Okay.
So if you have a lightning connector, so here's the deal. If you have a lightning connector on it, you have to get an Apple only, a lightning to USB-C adapter. I don't know if I'm sure they exist, but you have to get an Apple version of it because anything that has a USB-C on it, there's a DAC in that screws everything up.
Yep.
Yes, it has USB-C.
You have to get that one.
Yeah. I mean, personally, time to buy a new iPad, but no, buy Apple's lightning to USB-C adapter, and you should be fine. But you have to get Apple's version. Everything else is going to suck. And for all you Android people out there, we found a very sad thing out today.
Ooh, pay attention, Pete.
So
pay attention.
All your Android devices have a 70 hertz high-pass filter on the microphone input because they're afraid of people that buy Android. For some reason, they assume all y'all are buying crappy mics for them. So when you're using it as a way to test your RTA, you're going to get roll-off in the sub portion of it. We were on the phone with Fred today at ARC because he was like, dude, what the hell's going on with this thing? And he finally called because I'm like, we're doing everything he's doing, and ours on an iPad is working great, and his on his Android tablet was not. And so he ended up calling Android tech support, and they were like, hey guys, 70 hertz, 12 dB, high pass filter on the microphone input, because the chip, it's on the DSP chip.
So it's not on the settings. You cannot turn it off. You cannot do anything.
Can't do crap.
Nope.
So there again, I don't know. That's what they told him. That's what they told him. I think he just has a cheap ass Android piece and doesn't have a good one. But that's just me.
That's just crazy.
So I don't know. I mean, it's the first person to complain about it. So, but if you do have an Android and you're wondering why you could have the one that sucks. Why do you think has to be done to get younger generation involved in the audio industry? Ooh,
like him.
That's a fantastic question. I think what's lost in a lot of it, like when I was a kid, back in the
long time ago.
Back in the day when I was a kid, there was more culture to it. Like it was.
What are you talking about?
Well, we had Spring Break Nationals, which was a huge event. That place was always packed. It was in Daytona Beach, so it was a destination, sound challenge, and people would literally just go and hang out. It was just more of a culture at the time that doesn't exist right now. Younger generations don't care about cars like we do.
I like that.
And that's exactly 100% the truth. These, they buy Tesla. They all want Teslas.
I feel if you don't grow up in that culture, like for example, your grandparents, your dad.
Well, I mean, just like Naomi. Naomi's like, I don't want to do an oil change ever. So, and I don't want to pay for gas. And they automatically assume like
they
Tesla
just want to go to point A to point B.
Right.
Don't care.
Yeah. I mean, if they could do Ubers all day long, they would. That's why Uber was looking at doing like a monthly charge to where you don't even have to own a car. You just pay them monthly and people will pick you up and take you wherever you want to go. I'm like, but I still think it's the culture. Now, how do you get these people back? Most of the time that we found, when you let younger people hear this stuff,
he made it.
Hey, Brad. Most of the time, like when young people hear
you
this,
want to tap out you, I think.
No, it's got another 2 minutes.
Okay.
They're interested in it. Like when you take somebody, like when you take a kid to a car show, they're immediately enthralled by it. It's like they just were never exposed to it for some reason. Like the parents did a terrible job of introducing. Like I don't know what it is. I like my cars. I've always had a sports car. I either had a pickup truck or I've had a sports car. That's all Haley has ever known. She loves her SUV though. She loved the Dora the Explorer. She thought that was the coolest thing in the world. And she likes audio. Like she grew up listening to good music all the time.
Yeah.
And so the thought of not having a stereo is just unthinkable, and she was dragged to car meets and car shows and breakfast with whatevers and sound offs. And so she went to all of that.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of these people, the parents, they're all boring, they're the problem. And so the kids are like, I don't have anything. And there again, convenience is what killed it. I mean, think about it, dude. I used to have to carry around 100 CDs. Now it's nothing. Now everyone just puts in their earbuds, puts their hoodie up, even though it's 90 degrees outside, and walks around and just like, don't look at me, don't talk to me. Whereas we were like, boom, bitch.
Yeah.
Everyone stare at me, look at me, haha, my car's rattling, I'm pissing you off, ha 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 ha. I'm invading your privacy. Well, that's what we wanted to do. They don't want to do that. I don't even know. Can I just text my order in? I didn't want to talk to the counter people. Like,
no, and I think I agree with Melissa. Kids don't care about audio anymore though. Like they perfectly fine with AirPods Pro or the big ones. They don't want to hear good sound or like crazy loudspeaker SPL stuff. I don't know. It's sad.
It is sad. It is very sad. And it's just what it is, if you want an anti-theft device against new generation, buy Stick Shift. I get it. All right, here we go. Have a great weekend and a happy Thanksgiving. See you in a couple weeks.
That's
Now,
right.
for those of you that are used to the Thanksgiving show, there will be a Thanksgiving show. As of right now, if everything goes according to plan, we did some tests on the last cruise and it worked fine. The plan is to do the Thanksgiving show live from the ship, Haley and I, off of the balcony. So we have a nice water view in the back, like we always do. So right now, that is the plan. 10 o'clock, 8, or we usually do like 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like 10 o'clock on Thanksgiving Day is the plan. Hopefully that will work out. If you're like, where's it at? That means it didn't happen and things went sideways. But it might be a shorter show than normal. But I enjoy doing the show. It's a lot of fun. So make sure to tune in. Look for it on Thanksgiving Day. So yeah, we can yeah. I don't know. I don't smoke. I mean, probably not.
Now, you
yeah.
guys know that right now is Black Friday and all that stuff. Go to DNF tool drawer first, and then you go to Amazon if you guys want to.
Yeah, click throughs. Those are always.
It's just a click through. It helps the show.
Yeah.
So go to DNF tool drawer.
But anyways, that's the plan. We'll be back December 1st, and we will have Jordan here from Stinger to talk about the new audio control altitude speakers, and of course, just in general, she used to work at Best Buy, so she's an installer. She's really cool. So it's gonna be great. A female installer. I'm excited.
Yeah.
And she's just a fun person. We've done a lot with her over the years. She goes to a lot of Jeep events for them. So she's pretty smart. She's actually really smart, and that's cool. We like that, and you guys will like her too. Can't wait to have her in. So that'll be December 1st. But until then, and I'm going to try to get some videos up for you guys so it's just not boring and you forget about us. So that's all we got.
Yeah.
That's all we got. New TVs for Black Friday. Anyone? Yeah, everybody needs a TV, right? All right, you guys have a wonderful week. Make sure to tune into Instagram because that'll be happening until Wednesday. And that's it. You guys, Fade to Black. Bye.